was that?
Did you see that?
Was that the primary buffer panel?
It did seem to resemble...
Did the primary buffer panel just fall off my Gorham ship for no apparent reason?
Looks like.
I thought Kaylee just checked the entry codes.
Yeah, well, if she doesn't give us some extra flow from the engine room to offset the burn-through, this landing is going to get pretty interesting.
Define interesting.
Oh God, we're all going to die?
This is the captain. We have a little problem with our entry sequence, so we may experience some slight turbulence and then explode. Can you see the vector?
I'm doing it. It's not enough.
Now just get us on the ground.
That part will happen pretty definitely.
We're gonna explode? I don't want to explode.
Shane, how many weapons you plan on taking? You only got the 2 arms.
Well, I just get excitable as to choice. Like to have my options open.
I don't plan on any shooting taking place during this job.
Yeah, well, what you plan and what takes place ain't ever exactly been similar.
No grenades.
Huh? Aww.
No grenade.
Hello, gentle viewers. YouTube, the world, anybody else who's watching. Ryan, maybe. Hello, if you're watching. This is going to be a review of the film Serenity. This is directed and written by Joss Whedon and follows on from the TV series, the sorely missed and, well, one of the most unfairly cancelled shows, Firefly. But we're not here to talk about Firefly. I think this is a worthy follow-up to Firefly. It's not as good as Firefly in my opinion, but it'd be hard to beat that. We can only hope that if Dollhouse is cancelled, that gets the same treatment as Firefly did, as far as making a movie and etc. But this is such a good film because it really has the Joss Whedon-esque dialogue, as I like to call it. Not to sound all artsy-fartsy and whatnot, but you know, I'll put like a scene at the beginning of this, just to kind of give you an idea of what the film is like if you haven't seen it. It's one of the opening scenes, and it's like snappy and very witty in my opinion, but without sounding too false and kind of almost pretentious, if you will. It has future dialogue. That's what I wanted to say. You know how in Star Wars and any other movies set in the future, I don't know, Minority Report, it comes to mind, they all talk fairly similar. The slang is kind of the same, whereas this, Joss Whedon, specifically for Firefly, as far as I'm aware, invented future words like, well, not invented, but put them in a different context, like people say bright and shiny, you know, if something's good, bright and shiny, Captain, you know. Gorham, I think, is a kind of swear, and they have other stuff, and it becomes, it's like, also, as far as language goes, because it's supposed to be set in the future and we've left, our numbers became too many for Earth that was, as the opening goes, the only cultures left from Earth that was are China and America. So every now and again, just randomly and inexplicably, the characters will speak Chinese, and usually they are swearing. It's probably terrible Chinese and they're not saying it right, but I like to pretend it's fine because I'm English and naive. But any Chinese people watching it, they're probably going, what did he just say? An elephant sat on a chimpanzee and then ate a banana? No, I'm sure that's not what he was meant to be saying. So yeah, and it's quite it's good because it reveals the story without making it feel too rushed. It kind of it fills in some of the what's going on here arcs of kind of Firefly, but it doesn't do them all. It does do the series justice in my opinion, but one thing that really bugs me, spoilers, massive spoiler right here, just spoilers ahead. I'll do a swooping motion when the spoilers are over, in case you want to fast forward over it. The death of Shepherd Book. No, it's my feelings on that. Now I know the bad guy, I can't remember his name, he was in Children of Men, really is supposed to be this merciless kind of I'm doing right kind of guy, and I'm going to kill anyone that's come in contact with Mal, but we just never got to find out what was up with Shepherd Book. One of the things that pissed me off, because he is a man of mystery. He's a priest, or a priest, but he can shoot guns and fight really good, and had a clearance card with the Alliance when he got injured that one time in the series. And you're like, hello, what's going on there? And then it's like, oh, we've been cancelled. I don't know. Oh, here's a movie. Oh no, we're gonna kill him off. Whoa. Okay, sorry. So that pissed me off. And also, not the death of Wash didn't piss me off so much, but I really liked Wash. So when he was killed off, I was like, oh, but you know, it didn't feel like unnecessary. Swooping motion. Spoilers are over. But yeah, back to the bad guy. He's a really interesting villain. I like him because he's not like cliched, hey, I'm a bad guy, you're gonna die. He's more like very noble. He's a noble person. I like that. He's quite an interesting bad guy with not being too cliched or one-dimensional. And the same goes for Mal as well. Mal's quite an interesting hero. He's quite funny, but also in that he has rules to an extent, but not so much. He's kind of like Han Solo. You know, he did shoot first, is the thing, because, and I didn't change it, like Star Wars, you know, the bad guy's like, oh, I came here unarmed, I'm not a killer, merciless killer, and he's like, good, bam, shoots him, you know, and then the guy gets up and he's like, I'm not an idiot, I was wearing armor, you know, so he is Han Solo, but he is like Han Solo, and I really like that about him. Inara is kind of a bit boring. She doesn't have much oomph to her. Her relationship between her and Mal is quite nice, and you know, but she just doesn't have that kick there. What makes an interesting character, in my opinion. But all the other characters I like. So I was just looking at the Firefly cover just to remember him. Yeah, Wash, he's awesome. Simon, he's kind of dull, but he's supposed to be. You know, he's good. He is what he is. I think we can accept that. River, obviously a very interesting, complex, weird character. Jane is just hilarious. Everything. He is just great. Mal, awesome. Kaylee, she's so cute and sort of, you know, you just want to give her a great old hug. Shepherd Book, he was cool and wise. Zoe, she's a badass, and she's just cool as well. And I like the whole plot reveal towards the end. I won't give it away. I already put some spoilers in here, I won't do it. But the big reveal of, well, you know what I'm talking about, when near the end, when they get to the planet, Miranda, that was really cool, that whole thing, wow. But I really wish, because I saw this in cinemas without having seen any Firefly, I knew it was based off a series, but I was like, it's Joss Whedon, go see it, you know, the Buffy and Angel, awesome. And I watched it and I liked it, but I thought, you know, it's okay. But then I was like, right, the series is supposed to be good too. We'll check that out. So I bought the box set, fell in love with the show. I was like, right, I've got to see the movie again. I did, and it was even more awesome. So I recommend seeing the series first. But you know, you don't have to. Just it's gonna make a better movie, in my opinion. It's really cool also seeing the ship in, like, well, the movie's not big budget, but like in movie budget, you know, like better special effects. That is cool. And introducing some new characters and kind of just exploring, expanding on the universe without destroying it and mulling it and everything. I love it. I fucking love it. The dialogue, the characters, the action sequences, the plot, the fruity OT bar commercial, even everything about this movie rocks, apart from that one thing that I mentioned and a few others that maybe I've forgotten about. That is Serenity, the great little sci-fi movie, highly underrated. You know, nobody's really heard of it unless you're a Firefly fan or a Joss Whedon fan. So yeah, 8 out of 10. The series is better, but they're just awesome. 8 out of 10. Love it. See you later. This was a Fergmaster presentation review. I'll catch you on the flip side. Hey, went a bit crazy there, didn't I?